first saw Poltimore House, I thought, gosh, what a fantastic blank canvas this is. The possibilities for doing all kinds of amazing things in that space.
What we've got in Poltimore House is a building that can be used as a catalyst for doing all sorts of things. We've got something that's come out of years and years of history, and we hope that we can do something with that that will benefit people for the future. What we're doing here is talking to all the people who are involved in Poltimore, all of the different stakeholders, and finding out what their views are, what they want to get out of the project.
The story writing was really interesting. It's not the first story I've written about Poltimore, partly because I think it's been a really important thing for us to be thinking in terms of a slightly bigger way of imagining the future. I'm very young. I'm in my mid-30s.
I want there to be something else that goes on in the story. And when I talked about going further into uncertainty, what's one way that fiction often works really well is when you've got something going on that actually means something else.
His back was bad yesterday, and he had me doing all the heavy jobs. But who is going to organise the activities for the school kids? I've thought about going home. Back to the flat. Don't know what's worse, either facing my flatmates for a whole day or being with the kids. Through that creative writing exercise, which I was horrified about having to do, actually, what it really showed was, someone said it's like chapters of a book all interrelated, and that is exactly how it came out, that we all had the same characters intermingling on that same day and we hadn't done any talking about it. So it just shows that it's working, that we are working together and we are able to have the same thought processes going towards that vision in a very exciting way.
It would be good to participate in the process, but I'm not part of Poltimore Trust, so I think I'm going to try and find a way of doing what we're doing, but a bit separately, so I'm not taking up airspace or trying to imagine anything about Poltimore Trust, because actually that's not my role.
It's just been a really useful couple of days, really, I think, for talking about things thinking and talking about things in an abstract sense rather than constantly trying to find the answer to what we're doing and how we're trying to get there.
A bit of a theme that I've got is relates to the jam sandwich generation that was mentioned, which also, I don't really know how this, I'll just sandwich something white between something black.
We took shapes and we created visual representations of how we feel about Poltimore, and we then went around the group explaining what we'd done and listening to other people's interpretations of their representations.
Scribble down one idea per post-it. From these reflections we're going to construct, co-construct and reconstruct and reconfigure a very practical vision for 2016 for a viable, successful Poltimore House.
Early on about prioritising, and then also about these are sort of embryonic strategic plans. We're going to take this forward. They're all going to have resource implications, and they're all going to carry some degree of risk, whether or not we can actually make them happen.
If you didn't quite know how to articulate a concept without offending people or having people reading into your meanings, it's quite good sometimes to just sort of do something and think about things in the abstract.
It enables people to find out what's happening in other people's heads.
And what we're finding so far is that people are thinking along the same lines. Everybody seems to have quite a shared vision of where we're going with this.
I think what we've done is we've explored what everybody's vision is, and they are all very different, but I think they all come to some sort of a journey together, and it's how we actually capture all that energy and all those ideas and move together to form that